And then we had people that cosplayed and sold the land to them. Ooh, and they forgot they were cosplaying. I'm gonna show you some. Oh, there's some information to show. Look down there. Look at the last IG button right there. You're gonna see the scientists talking about, wait a minute. Look at all these black Native Americans. They ain't nobody light skinned in here with it. They don't look like nothing that we say is Native American. Now they come on, where we get this from? Whoop! When the scientist is telling you to your face, hold your fuss and get hold. Okay, see, while we were fighting, we had to fight and build. We were like Nehemiah. Go read chapter Nehemiah in the Bible. He was rebuilding Jerusalem. Okay, the wall. And while he was building, people didn't want the walls to be rebuilt. And so they did everything to come up against him. And then they said, let us help you. After they came against him, let us help you. He said, nah, we good. And then they still tried to come up against him. So the king told him, he said, won't y'all put some money over here too? So the king made the enemy give them the money. What's your fuzz? Did you hear what I said? While fighting, you were never taught how to fight because your leaders keep everything in documents, in folders, in private meetings that you don't get to come to, and then you get to hear about it years later. By that time, it's set in stone. So in essence, what they done is take your to your own product, and that causes lack and insufficiency. So their crumbs seem to be a whole cake. You have the whole cake, but you struggling in your mindset and you don't see it. This is all they know is scarcity and take and plummet and come and take everything. We know togetherness and getting there. That is Ubuntu. That's what we know. And your eyes will open to the truth. Separate we fail. Together we prosper. New documents prove that we were here first. The Smithsonian and NPR got all the documents, but they sat there and said it and had nothing. Read it for yourself. Everything is down there. Look on the IGs. Okay. When they said they didn't know, they knew the whole time. It was right in it was in books the whole time. Professor Constantine was in a competition. If they'd have never had a competition, we'd have never known. They'd have went to their grave with that. You get to read the book to see the lies told. No need to run to the now what's need to happen is they need to run the FBAs they stuff. Because everybody has been putting the FBAs at the bottom of the list, but the scripture says the last will be first and the first gonna be last. The prophecy is still coming to pass. There's nothing you can do against that prophecy. It's gonna come to pass. According to Deuteronomy 28, go read it. Deuteronomy 28:68, he said that you were gonna hold us in slavery for some years. But then God was going to judge the people that held us in slavery. See, they're not concerned about us. It's what's going to happen to them. See, God is going to deal with that. You know what's being said. God has already said what would occur. Professor Constantine wrote a few books about the FBAs because he was in a competition and they was giving a whole bunch of money away. So he found out all the truth and put it in the book. They know we were going to need it. From the first indigenous group on the continent, even we were the first on every continent in the world. We were. That's why you got them heads and they keep cutting the nose off. Because if you ever see that nose, you know it's black. You know it's foundational black. That's why they want to control Africa. Because let me tell you something. If they control Africa, they trying to block the promise. The promise is you will no longer be in slavery. Get them out your country. Get them out your continent. Get them out because if they stay there, they're doing everything to thwart the prophecy. The prophecy says that we become first. They know you. We know you got resources because they know it too, and they trying to get the hold of them resources so quick. You haven't used it. If y'all get together only if 10 countries on your continent get together, the dangerous y'all would do. Caucasians almost have it together, but you also see it's okay to still have what's going on in the world. Some of y'all are still so naive, saying it won't happen to me. Everything doesn't revolve around you. And to think it does causes you to act like a narcissist. And I do no contact with them, and other people to do as well. Just saying. You might find yourself isolated unless empathy and thoughtfulness is part of your life. It is time to really see what's going on and call it out. Um, Latino and Spanish. There's and y'all benefiting off FBAs. Basically, everybody been off the FBAs. And you say we don't have any culture, but look at your children. Listen to the music that you're listening to. Every music genre was made by the FBAs. Every last one of them. There's infighting, okay, and you benefit off the FBAs. Look at y'all countries. Latinos and Spanish. If y'all come together, the danger y'all could do. The danger y'all could do if y'all could just come together as a group. Asians. Y'all been off benefiting off the FBAs as well. And guess what? Y'all black. See, we put in the work, and you only step up to the plate when you realize that it's affecting your block. Somebody, come and help us. No, sir, no, ma'am. Help yourself. Native Americans really are Siberians, but cosplaying as Native Americans. That's why they take so much from y'all. They remember the treaties and the $5 treaties they signed with y'all way back when, and how you betrayed us just like everybody else did. No anger, I don't have no anger. I don't see my you see my spirit family cat up there. See, there's no anger here. It happened back then. You did what you had to do to survive, and little did you know that they were gonna do the same way they did us. We got the blankets too. We got sent to the places too. They put us in those rooms just like what happened to y'all. But see, y'all thought that y'all was gonna assimilate. hmm And some of y'all are dealing with some of the same mental issues that we had. They played you too. But you thought that you could assimilate because you was closer to them and they put you in their group because they can make you bigger. We're not the minority. They are, and they know it. And it's slowly dwindling every year. Uh, Alaska and Hawaii, y'all been through a lot too. Alaska, they trying to put a road through some of your preservation area over there. That is crazy. Hawaii, you been through a lot. You stay clear to assimilate until you can't no more, and benefited from the FBAs as well. Let's talk about what happened to Hawaii. They came up in there, took everything from the queen, and put her on house arrest in her house, and then they wanted her house because it was beautiful. And instead of taking, they destroyed the house. What is? That's all they know, to pillage and destroy. Because that's what they did when they was in Europe. Pillage and destroy. Before they came over to every other country, they was taking each other's lives like it wasn't. Go read about what was going on in Europe. They was living with their animals in the steeples. Yes, they was nasty until the Moors came. my family last name. Okay. Ooh, they are some. That's why they were trying to get a hold of me, because they are some freebies and a link from my podcast with the women's leveling up done in May a few months ago, and 3 magazines I was covered in September, October, and December. Look in the description to find the things that truly light you up and leave everything else behind. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Remember, I place a link to my own personal bookstore. My books incorporate the essence of God. If you want to feel the presence of God, read In the Garden with the Father, Understanding True Intimacy. No matter what your background is, God said, I got you on the left hand side. Mm. Page 102, cease to worry. Only focus on what I've called you to do. I know some things seem frustrating, but trust my voice. In all the distractions and frustrations, I will never leave you or forsake you. Hush your fuss and get on the bus. Don't forget about my other 2 books, okay? Don't forget about my other 2 books as well. Befriending the Shadow, Unshakable Peace, Unstoppable Change. Both of those are shadow activity books. Why? Because I was dealing with my inner child and my inner teenager, and they needed fun. And so God was saying, well, bring it. And I said, well, say less. And I built one. So you get a word of knowledge. Then you get an exercise, fun. Shadow question, not so fun because it allows you to look at yourself in the mirror. Then you get a color page. And the color page is God asked me to keep it between the age of 5 and 10 because Most childhood wounds happen between the age of 5 and 10. By the age of 7, it's solidified. By the age of 10, it is really in your system.